Tonight we're going to be talking about 5 ways for you to earn income totally passively. Welcome to Hexotica, where unconventional creative people learn how to craft the self-reliant AF alternative lifestyle of their dreams. I'm your host, marketing mentor and manifesting witch, Christine Rice, and this is episode 29. Hello, and welcome back to Hexotica. Today, we're going to be talking about how you can make passive income that is truly fucking passive. Not income that takes all of your time, especially if you're trying to work a full-time job and do this as a side hustle, but income that you can set up once and that will make money for years to come. How do I know this? Because I have done all 5 of the things that I'm going to be talking about today, and they made me money for years after I did them. In my sleep, truly passive things. So today's a little bit different than other episodes because if you're watching on YouTube, you might see that it's just a static image of me. There's no video. And that is because I am reusing an old live from my Facebook group, Marketing for Creative and Unconventional Women and Gender Diverse, in order to have a bit more time to edit an epic post that's coming out next week on the podcast, which is an interview with a full-time tarot reading, psychic, truly spiritually in touch woman who is just incredible. It's an amazing interview where we're talking about psychic protection, and she gives some fantastic strategies on how to protect yourself in this time of shifting energy and extremely draining news, extreme upheaval around the world, but especially in my home country in the US. So while I'm editing that epic interview, I thought I'd pull out something a little bit older for you that is still packed with super helpful information for those of you who want to start making your own income and to find a bit more financial location and time freedom in your life. Quite possibly build that alternative life that you are dreaming of. If any of these things are interesting to you and you want to know more, please leave a hex yeah on the comments. That's kind of our secret code for anyone who is listening to the podcast to let me know that you are a listener. I really, really deeply appreciate it if you are here and you're listening. Leave a hex yeah and tell me which one of these that you would like to hear more of. And I will go deeper in on it with a future podcast episode. So today it's just kind of a quick overview, and I'm hoping that you will not have heard all of these. Maybe I'm certain that you've heard some of them, but you may not have heard all of them. And if any of these sound really good to you, let me know. One note, well, actually 2 notes on this video I'm about to play is that number 1, the sound quality is not that great. So I apologize for that. It was before I got my wonderful Yeti here. And the second thing is that I mentioned one affiliate that I was promoting at the time 3 years ago, Groove Funnels. I no longer promote that. It is still a great website builder, but I have moved over to Go High Level, which is an all-in-one marketing software and does a lot more and has a much better email automation capability. So I no longer promote Groove though, because I found it was a little bit too unstable and their email disappointed me. So I am moving my domains off of Groove as we are speaking, which is another reason why I am putting this live video into today's podcast so that I can free up some time. So without any further delays, let's get into today's topic, 5 ways to make truly passive, hands-free income online. Okay, so tonight we're going to be talking about 5 ways for you to earn income totally passively. And I'm hoping that these are 5 ways that you haven't heard much about. I'm going to go in a little bit more detail from the more general way. So this chat will be useful for anyone at any level. I'm going to start with what I suggest you begin with if you're a complete noob. And the last one will be for a little bit more advanced marketers, or if you've had a business or you've created a lot of assets in your business. So let's jump right in. We're going to be talking about 5 that I want you to start thinking about building these for the long haul, because all of marketing is about a long haul strategy, right? So if you start building the first one, that will help you to continue your business, gain the traffic, to gain more traffic to the other four as well. So it's a little bit of an elevation thing, as most marketing is. It builds on itself. All right. So number one is an affiliate marketing newsletter. So if you might have heard about affiliate marketing, it's basically like when you sign up to a software or you buy a book from Amazon, someone gives you a link that will basically allow the company to pay that person a little tip for sharing that link. And affiliate marketing is super useful no matter what you're doing online. So you might be creating a blog, or you might have YouTube videos. You can even use them on Instagram. I'll tell you how in a minute. So I think if you're really new into marketing, it's a really good idea to just pay a bit of attention to getting started with affiliate marketing. So, for example, I often advocate say that you need to start a email provider, like a service provider, ESP. And most ESPs, like ActiveCampaign or ConvertKit, will have an affiliate link. So just go and sign up for that link. And then anytime you talk about ActiveCampaign or a ConvertKit in your business, you can use that link to say, hey, this is how I did it. Because a lot of times, no matter what you're selling, people are going to be interested in what you're making and what you're doing, but they also are going to be interested in how you did it. So once you get really used to the marketing of your business, you can also turn around and sell the how of how you did your business. So think long term in that way. Sign up for the affiliate partnerships for any software that you use, and go and sign up as well for Amazon. So unless you have some ethical problems with Amazon, because I know it's, a big bad wolf out there, and they're not the most admirable company, but they have an amazing affiliate partnership where anything that you buy on Amazon, you can get a link for it, or anything that you like. You don't even have to buy anything. But let's say you bought a new, like a appliance for your kitchen, like a blender, and you really love this blender, and you go on your Instagram and you say, I start every morning with a green smoothie before I start my watercolor paintings or, get into business, and you have a picture of this blender. Well, believe it or not, you can actually put a link onto that picture to your Amazon account. And anybody that is like, wow, that blender looks really cool, and they'll click on your link and you will get a tip for it. So imagine if you did this for years and years and years. Imagine if you had like hundreds of photos of all kinds of things throughout your house, books that you've read, CDs that you've bought, or I know people don't buy CDs anymore. Maybe computer software. You bought a new phone, or you bought a keyboard. Maybe you bought a pillow, or, some new shoes. You can put a link to that in your Instagram or on your blog, or you could even just share it anywhere online, even on your personal Facebook account. And so long as you tell people that is a sponsored link, you do need to do that for legal reasons, you could be earning little bits of money for years. Imagine years and years of doing that, tons and tons of content that builds up. And as your traffic builds up, you're getting more and more hits. So with that one, go ahead, sign up for lots of different affiliates, all the softwares. Take a look to see if they've got an affiliate program that you can join. Go and join Amazon. And then what I recommend, and because this is my number one recommendation for anyone who is new in business, and if you've been in business for a while, if you don't have a newsletter, you need to get a newsletter. Make it an affiliate newsletter. So set a sequence of emails up, maybe like 10 or 12. Put your best advice in them, or, the note, get to know, like, and trust process in each email, and put your affiliate links in each one. So maybe you will recommend a book that will kind of tie in with the topic that you're talking about, and just have lots of different affiliates in each email. And that is an affiliate newsletter. So that's number one. And that's the easiest one to get into. It's the one that I think everyone should have, because everyone should have an email newsletter. I just started mine. I'll tell you about that at the end of this, but let's jump into number two. Okay. Number two is digital assets or intellectual property, basically when you're earning like royalties. So this is one that I do earn some money. I earn from affiliate marketing, but I also earn from this through doing Skillshare. You might have heard of Skillshare or Udemy. there's lots of different programs online where you can do like little courses, and the courses will, whatever time you put them up, like say you make one like 2 years ago, the course will continue to sell and sell. So I did a course on Skillshare like 2.5 years ago, and it continues to make me money every month. Now, it was just one course. It took like half a day to make it, right? And this course, it is ridiculous because it just keeps making me money, and it's actually increasing every month. It must be a good course, maybe. It's on Instagram, but it is truly passive income. Like sometimes they'll say, oh, most passive income is not actually passive. You've got to do a lot of work to get the links out, and that's true. But man, when it comes to Skillshare and to royalties, I would say that is truly passive income, because once you've done it, it's done. Now, the third one is digital products. So if you're a service provider, if you're a freelancer, you're trading time for money, right? And you only have a limited number of hours. So it's really smart, as soon as you can, to think about what you could sell again and again and again. That's a digital product that people can just download. So for example, if you're making templates for clients, say Excel templates, or you're making Canva templates, or anything that you're doing for your own business, you can then turn around, package that up, and sell it. Now, these I call low ticket offers, because they're anything that might be under, say, like $100, $50, and you don't need ads or a lot of fanfare to sell them. So these are things that you could actually just have on your website, or you could have in links to your Instagram. You know, here's $10, a bundle of ideas for Reels. Here's $20, a template for Excel, tracking habits. Anything like that. Think about packaging it up and putting it on your website. So with that, you may need to then have a software that has like a product and pay gate. So something like Thrivecart, or what I use, I love a funnel software called Groove. Makes it really easy for me to create products and put those on different pages. So that's a little bit of a setup, but think about how you can do that and look into that. And don't spend too many years just doing services and trade for hours if you're a freelancer, or even if you're selling real, tangible products. Think about digital products. These are truly passive. Now, for the fourth one, this is a little bit more advanced. I'm not sure if you might have heard of a tripwire. A lot of people with marketing have heard of an opt-in, freebies, things that you can download for free, to get people on your email list, right? Well, when you make an opt-in, you're often doing it around a certain problem, like here's a checklist to see if your car is working, or here's a way you can sort out what archetype you are for your brand, or, it can be anything, but often it's around a problem, right? Well, when you set up your opt-in, it will have a landing page, and then they'll have the little form for people to put their address in. And then after people put their address in, it will often flip to a thank you page, right? Well, why not on that thank you page then offer something that they can buy, which is an immediate solution to that problem? This is called a tripwire. And it can be like a low cost thing. And it can be like one of those digital products we just talked about. But it's the placement that makes it so smart, because you're not only offering people a free thing to get on your email, but you're then immediately giving them the solution. This is going to create a really hot lead for you, and it might be a great source of money. So this is truly passive. Like you could have ads running to the opt-in and then have the tripwire behind the ads, or you could just have the opt-in sitting behind a blog post or underneath your blog post. You could have it under any kind of content that you make. Here's my free thing. And people love free things, right? So they'll usually click on that. And then you get their email address, and then bam, here's a sales page. And it doesn't have to be like a huge, long, fancy sales page. It can just be like, oh, you're interested in a checklist of seeing what's wrong with your car. Here's a little solution, that you can get to, check it. Any kind of creative thing like that. The creative part is up to you, but it's the tactic that I'm telling you about, because that can help you make income while you're sleeping. All right. And then number 5 is affiliate marketing partnerships. So like I said, this is a more advanced one. I talked about affiliate newsletters, which are easy for beginners to set up. Like all you do is just get your affiliate links and then drop them into some emails. Make sure you tell people that they're there. But affiliate partnerships are when you have a program, like say you have a course or you have a mentoringship program, or you're, teaching people how to draw, or you're running an event, and you collaborate with a bunch of different people, and they become affiliate partners to help you promote these things for a percentage. So you pay them a certain percentage for every sale that they make, for every click that they send to your website, or something like that. There's like lots of different ways to work it out. But basically, it's more affiliate collaboration and partnerships directly between you and somebody else who acts basically as kind of like a salesperson for you. So it's a little bit more advanced. And for that one, if you are listening and you're interested in that, and you've got a program to sell, I highly recommend a book called The Dream 100 by a copywriter named Dana Derricks. He spells it out in detail. That is a kind of strategy. He didn't make it up. It's by a guy named Chet Holmes, but it's about building up your reputation by but kind of having a list of people that are like your dream people, like if you wanted them to follow you or have collaborations with them, and you kind of work your way up to bigger and bigger people doing these collaborations. And so it's a whole strategy on how you can promote your event or your coaching program or whatever it is that you're selling through making these networks. So it's almost like a book on networking and on earning through collaboration. It's a really interesting book. He's quite funny. So I highly recommend that if you are interested in affiliate partnerships. Okay, so there you have it. 5 ways to create passive income. I hope that some of these are new to you. Affiliate marketing in a newsletter, get onto that. Skillshare or print on design shops through selling digital products. Another one because I know a lot of you are really creative. Creative Market is fantastic for selling digital products. So say you're making logos or, not logos because that's a bit more customized. I mean, say you're making like icons, or you make beautiful, comic images or flower bouquets. I buy lots of flower bouquets on there. Just anything graphic that's really pretty that you can put into a set, say like a set of social media templates. You can sell those as a package on Creative Market and earn passive income. So look into that if you're any kind of graphic design or visual artist who can make digital products. The third one was low ticket offers or digital products that you could sell on your website, typically under $100. The fourth one was the tripwire tactic, which is putting a digital product solution right on a thank you page rather than your new email signups just going to thank you, bye-bye. Put them right straight onto a sales page. And the fifth one was affiliate marketing through influencers, collaborations with other business people who become like mini salespeople for you, your little sales minions. Okay, so that's all I have for you now. For my newsletter, I have just launched a new newsletter called the Weekly Self-Reliance Rituals newsletter. And it's for anyone who wants to be self-reliant AF in their life. This newsletter covers all things from starting a business, marketing, digital nomadism. It's a little bit of everything. It's for women who are really tired of the status quo in their life and just want a little bit of an upgrade. So it's for all levels, but I would say it's more toward if you're just getting new to starting a business or new toward marketing. I have other newsletters planned for those of you who are a little bit advanced, but for this is more of a general broad one for you noobs out there. Okay, so thanks for joining me, and that's it. I am going to be doing lots more of these. You'll find this one in the awareness section of the guides, which is one of the beginning levels of the 5 essential foundations of marketing. So thanks for tuning in, and bye-bye.